Ryan Cohen, the founder and former CEO of Chewy. Great to have you here with us.
Thank you for having me.
What an amazing day for you it must be right now.
Yes, I'm very proud.
To see. So what are the thoughts going through your head right now?
It's very emotional. I was, last night standing outside of the building looking at the beautiful Chewy banner next to the beautiful American flags, and yeah, it gives me goosebumps. It's amazing. I'm very proud. It's a huge testament to the team, all the hard work that's been done. This was far from an overnight success. Lots of heart, passion, sacrifice, and dedication, and so it's amazing to see the company go public. It's a special day.
Is it a company that you built up with the idea of it eventually being sold to a major behemoth like PetSmart, and what do they offer that Chewy wouldn't have been able to do on its own?
No, I mean, for us, we saw an opportunity to build a much larger business, and the vision, from the beginning was we want to be the largest pet retailer in the world. And so, as we scaled, we decided we had looked at going public, and it was public company ready. We ran a dual track process. We ultimately decided to work with PetSmart, and we think we picked the right partners.
It's fantastic because from the reports that we've been hearing, it was oversubscribed, and of course the IPO price was above what was expected. The opening price above it was, I mean, if you look at the past couple of consumer tech companies, higher than the IPO price. I mean, were you expecting this kind of demand from investors?
I mean, I'm gonna let the market decide what the price is, so I'm not gonna go there in terms of commenting on the price.
And so right now, stepping away from Chewy, what is next on your docket? Because clearly there was a lot of passion that went into building this company.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at lots of different things, talking to lots of different entrepreneurs, looking at different businesses, corporate boards.
A specific sector that you want to be in?
I like consumer. I would say that, consumer businesses are, probably my circle of competence, and so I think I understand those best. And I'll see, maybe I'll build another business.
And I mean, this is sort of in your bloodline, right? I mean, from your father, and I mean, kind of your history. So when you take a company, I mean, maybe you weren't there when it went public, but when you think about that, what do you do next? Do you want to build another company and take it public again, or at least sell it off or something like that?
I think going public is just a financing event, and so I like scale, I like disruption, and ultimately I love opportunities where we can delight a customer. And we just, when you think about Chewy's core competence, it really wasn't the product. This is a business where we're in the business of delighting customers. We happen to sell pet products, but I think that model would have been successful in a lot of different categories as well. So, that makes me happy, and that's fun.
Naturally on the street, investors will think about the closest company that they can relate a new market entrant to. And for many of them, it was Pets.com. How does Chewy avoid that same fate?
I think, the times have changed so much. The world has changed so much in 20 years. If you look at shipping density, if you look at the adoption of e-commerce back then, people were scared to use their, credit card information online. Today, e-commerce has become a way of life, and if you look at the actual pet space, it's a $70 billion addressable market. You've got the humanization of pets, and people are moving up market, and so the margin structure today makes sense. We've got positive order economics, and the world has changed. There's a lot of businesses back then that didn't make sense that make sense today.
We were seeing a lot different investment in the pet space back then. And even companies like Amazon that are now playing in this more so, Walmart. It seems that Chewy is doing something different than they're able to do, even though both of you have kind of deep data on your customers. How does the data make a difference in what you're offering to a lot of these return customers?
I would say really it's about focus and doing the basic things really well. And so when you think about e-commerce today, it's really table stakes, to ship quickly, be competitively priced, have a wide selection. But since the beginning, I was using the neighborhood pet store as my inspiration, right? And so they were, delivering this amazing experience, and I trusted their advice, and they were the experts in the category. And so we've been able to do that at Chewy online and at scale. And it's the handwritten holiday cards and the pet portraits and the flowers and all of these things to really show our customers we care. We are pet owners, we care about them, and we care about their pets. And I think this is a category where differentiation and being focused is really important.
You're only 33, so you have a lot more of your career ahead of you, and you talked about your beginnings, saying you were coming from a middle-class family, you didn't have a network, and VCs really didn't pick up the phone when
Yeah.
you called. For other entrepreneurs who are maybe in that position now, what do you say to them?
Don't stop, just stay focused, continue executing. Don't take no for an answer. I could have stopped or changed my business plan after I got 20 or 30 no's. And, I found someone eventually who ultimately decided to invest in me. And, I am grateful for all of our investors. They've been so supportive all along. I'm grateful for all of the employees. There's just so much hard work and sacrifice and passion and dedication that made this possible. So I'm very lucky.
Another major segment of the market could be services as well. Would you like to see Chewy get into veterinary services, even partner closer with veterinary sciences that are out there?
I'm not going to comment. I think it's up to the management team to decide exactly, how they envision the growth of the company. I would say today where Chewy is, just within its core business, there's still a lot of runway, and it's a $70 billion TAM. There's so many different growth opportunities, whereas, services or international. And so I think the company has a lot of optionality as it looks towards its future.
How are you and your pet celebrating tonight?
Tylee actually, unfortunately, didn't come with me. I wanted to bring her, but she's a 5-pound teacup poodle. She's 12 years old. And
So she's been with you since the beginning?
Yes, she has. She's 12, and
Fantastic.
she was the inspiration. She was the one who I was bringing to the neighborhood pet store every few weeks. So she's the best.
Absolutely. Well, it's a true inspirational story for you, for your pets as well, and congratulations on this milestone.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely. Ryan Cohen, who is the founder and former CEO of Chewy, joining us here today on Cheddar.